टाइम पास क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो थारी राय सो हमारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% कर्नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना. Who asked you live at zero complete level? मौज में रहो, be happy.
Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Let us read Shlok number 4. ततः पदं तत्परिमार्गितव्यम् यस्मिन् गता न निवर्तन्ति भूयः तमेव चाद्यं पुरुषं प्रपद्ये यतः प्रवृत्ति प्रसृता पुराणी. After having withdrawn from the world under the umbrella of wisdom, we withdraw from the world under two conditions: because of depression and because of dispassion. Withdrawal from the world with depression is unhealthy condition of the mind, and withdrawal from the world under the umbrella of the wisdom is a healthy condition of mind. Tataha. So after having withdrawn from the world, and how do we withdraw? By the simple understanding, attachment is an illusion. Hold on to this. Nobody is attached to anything in this world. About this, I'll tell you one event. There was a police officer, a good friend of mine, his whole family. One day he came in the morning from somewhere, and before entering his house, he fell down and died. 4 o'clock. So, people who are going for morning walk, they found him. What happened? Why he has fallen down? When they checked, he was dead. So they called the wife and everybody, and naturally all chaos started. So when I went to see them, their son was so angry, as if I have killed that man. He started shouting and using a very bad language. See, my papa was so much dedicated to you, and for him everything was only Swamiji, Swamiji. Why he died? What you are doing? So I kept quiet, because that was not the time he can understand anything. I heard everything. And thereafter, I said, look here, I got some urgent thing, I'll come back again. I went after 2 years, not 2 months. Then by then, little bit things were cooled down. I said, now I will talk to you. Do you know what you are talking about all the time? You are talking, now what will happen to us? My mother, she doesn't know anything about the bank. She has never gone even to the post office. And now we are 3 of us. My elder sister is in medical college. What about her education? I am in the entering the college. Who will help me? I said, you are all the time talking about yourself. You are not talking one word about your father. If you are attached to him, thoughts should come about him. This is the story anywhere you go. When a person dies, the one who is living, he has only one theme. What will happen to me? ये मर गया ठीक है. What about me? See? If we are really attached to him, we'll cry for him. We don't cry for him. We cry for what will happen to me. See? Friends, recognize this principle. Therefore, let us not fool ourselves that we cannot live without anybody. We can live without everybody. So, tataha, with this understanding, withdrawn completely, tat padam parimargitavyam. Now start seeking the truth. Now, what is this truth? Yasmin gata nanivartanti bhuya. It is only lifetime achievement, only once, not twice. That which is earned only once, it is never lost. Take examples. Most of you know swimming, I hope. Now, we have learned swimming, we know. Has anybody ever said, hey, I have forgotten swimming? Swimming you cannot forget because you have not learned by your mind. Swimming is a knack. See? There are people, they have got a beautiful swimming pool at home. Everybody, including the mosquitoes in the world, they come and swim. But this man is not able to swim. Why? I can't swim. Come on, learn. I tried, Swamiji, but I can't learn. Because swimming, once we learn lifetime, we never forget. Similarly, riding a bicycle. The balance that we have. Can you teach others how to balance? You cannot. It is a knack. Exactly the same way. Spiritual evolution is a knack. And therefore, yasmin gata nanivartanti bhuya. There is no repetition. Whatever is repeated is finite. You chant the Lord's name, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Repeat it. Now try to repeat the silence. Can you? Because silence is infinite. Sounds are finite. Therefore, tataha tat padam parimargitavyam. What is the meaning of seeking the ultimate truth? Don't get lost in finite. Now, what is finite? Be very attentive. Colors and forms are finite. Vision is infinite. Sense organs are finite, limited in their own field. Mind is infinite. Mind is finite with reference to likes and dislikes. The wisdom or the viveka, discrimination is infinite. The I is the Vijnanamaya Kosha. That is infinite as regard to the mind. And this I is also finite, disappears in the deep sleep. But the Chetana, the life, is infinite. And then life is also finite. That which is expressing as life is infinite. Tataha tat padam parimargitavyam. Seek that. What will be the spiritual practice? Worldly objects are no more issue. Sense organs is no more any big obsession. Mind's likes and dislikes are okay, never mind. See? And thereafter, we come to this I. Now, this I is also just appearing when identified with the body, disappears when not identified with the body. So, when we are not identified with the body, yet we continue to be. tat padam parimargitavyam. The more we become consciously aware of this, then in this world we'll just play the game of life. Whatever are the rules and regulations, follow. And therefore, we have to consciously observe, are we reacting in the world or only acting? Karnataka. Natak means drama. Like this is our satsanga drama. As if you are listening and changing. See? So many satsang have come and gone. We stand as a challenge to the Mahatma. You try now, huh? See, friends. Once in Mumbai, there is a place where I go for talks. It's a multiplex. Like you got multiplex theaters. It's a multiplex satsang bhavan. There are 5 stories and different places, different satsangs are somewhere Bhagavad Katha, somewhere Ramayana, somewhere yoga, somewhere what you call management, bhajan kirtan, and some place my satsang. So when I went, my satsang used to be on the 5th floor. When I went that day, the watchman told Swamiji, today your satsang is here on the ground floor. I said, okay. And I was going, the trustee came. Trustees are very impossible to deal with. The trustee came. And he said, Swamiji, why are you going there? I said, to see a movie. No, no, your satsang is on the 5th floor. I said, your watchman told me, go there. Who is he? He's a watchman. See the questions. No, 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 you cannot go there. So I kept quiet. Then the the TV cameras were fixed. It goes live on various TV channels. And all the audience was seated. So I said, okay, we'll go wherever you want. So I took a glass of water to drink. Swamiji, upar. Then I went to another room and I told the person, hey, get me a nice cup of tea. So a cup of tea came. And when I was sipping, one elderly person came. He said, Swamiji, what are you doing? I said, dancing. He said, Swamiji, how come they have asked you to go from there and here? And you are so cool. I said, no, tea is hot. Then he told story. The other day, same thing happened. There was one Swamiji and some other Swami came. So that Swamiji was requested, sir, if you don't mind, we move your seat little bit, maybe about 6 inches, so he can also sit. He, Swami, got angry. He got up. I am not going to talk here, and went away. And everything is disturbed. You are so cool way drinking tea as if nothing has happened. I said, look here. Those who are sitting on the ground floor, they are listening. And those who are sitting on the 5th floor, they are not listening. I know, nobody listens. Then why I am talking? Time pass. See, friends. Tataha padam tat parimargitavyam. When you stop reacting, you come back to yourself. How simple it is. Tataha padam tat parimargitavyam. And thereafter the teacher says, Yasmin gata na nivartanti bhuyaha. See? Yasmin gata na nivartanti bhuyaha. We have to know ourselves only once, not twice. Na nivartanti. Anything which is in the finite area requires repetition. See? Like for example, suppose you are chanting, let us say anything, Hanuman Chalisa. Don't chant, don't listen for 6 months. Why 6 months? 6 weeks is enough. Thereafter we get confused. This is that is what, because you are not repeating. But that which doesn't require repetition, na nivartanti bhuyaha. That is our essential nature. See? Tameva cha adyam purusham prapadde. Now we are seeking that Adya Purusha, where Yataha Pravrutti Prasuta Purani, where from the whole world comes out. Be very attentive. This thought is from Yoga Vasishta. I like this thought very much. See, when we dream, in that dream, like this, whole world is like this. Nobody dreams the dream as a dream. During the dream, it is a solid reality, is it not? And then our dream is over. When we are out of the sleep, dream is over. After we are out of our dream, have we ever thought about what happened to those people who were in our dream? Nothing. Gone. Who cares? If this is understood, exactly the same way, you and me are in the dream of Hiranyagarbha, Bhagavan, who created this world. Our sleep is a miniature pralaya, deluge, miniature. When Brahmaji wakes up from his sleep, this whole world comes to null and void. Thereafter, as we never care what happens to those people who were in our dream, exactly the same way, Brahmaji also doesn't care what happened to that Mahatma and what happened to that Duratma. It was just a dream. See, Maharaj, the whole thing is what? Dream in a dream in a dream in a dream. Everything appears happening, but nothing is happening. You can see everywhere in this world. See? This is how I learn, I tell you. My all spiritual practices learn from everything in life. Once we are going by car somewhere, parallel cars, and some because of something we have to stop, maybe red light or like that. So the child who was sitting behind and husband and wife, they were discussing important things. In short, fighting. See? And this child who was in the backside, he was playing cricket. What he is doing? Just dreaming that I am giving a good bat stroke and somebody is catching, but then he could not get. So he was playing everything. He is a batsman, he is a bowler, he is a fielder, everything going on. Nothing is happening. But time pass. See, friends. Therefore, every night we sleep, the whole drama goes down. Again we wake up, again it comes out. Again it goes back. Like the heaving of the ocean. Waves come out, they disappear. Is it the same wave comes again? Yesterday's dream, I was a Mahatma. Once a Mahatma got up in the morning and started crying. So the disciples came. Guru Maharaj, why are you crying? Look here, my dear, I had a very bad dream. But sir, you taught us dreams are illusions. Don't teach me. I know dreams are illusion, but the problem is further. What? I dreamed that I am a butterfly. Now my question to you is, did I, your guru, dream that I am a butterfly, or the butterfly is dreaming that I am a guru? You tell me now. See, friends, we write autobiography of the waker. I was born there, I did this thing. Has anybody ever written autobiography of a dreamer? Every dream, there is a separate dreamer. These dreamers have no connections, no relations, no continuity. They just appear, disappear, appear, disappear. To the same extent, in every waking experience, every waker is a new one. He's not the same. Otherwise, we will never grow. See, friends, then what happens? We connect these wakers like this beautiful garland. I will not break. Suppose we break that garland. All the flowers will be separate. Nothing is lost. Thread is there, flowers are there. When we discuss about a garland, such a beautiful garland, and when we break, what happened to that garland? Nothing happened. Everything is there. See? And if you have got huge number of flowers, there will be a big garland. If less number of flowers, small garland. In our Mumbai, they give the garland, every day they supplying for the gods. Ganpati garland is having only 3 flowers. Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. And rest only the thread. Be attentive. If there is only one flower, can you make a garland? All that we talk is Jane kahan gaye wo din. When we were young, when I was there, when I was here, all the flowers in Sanskrit, they are called as fools. So all the fools are collected together, and through that is a thread of consciousness and a personality is developed. Therefore, old people are more vulnerable to insults, miseries, frustration, because too many flowers. Small kids, see, one moment happy, second moment, "Oh, kya?" Because hardly any flowers, rather no flowers. This one who doesn't exist is miserable. Friends, get this point across. See, when a divorce happens, what happens to the husband and the wife? Husband dies, wife dies, the wife becomes widow. What happens? Nothing. Because, very simple thing, that which is Bhagavad Gita, 2nd chapter, na sato vidyate bhavaha na bhavo vidyate sata. That which is not cannot be destroyed. That which is cannot be destroyed. See, friends, and the most important thing, that which appears but doesn't exist also cannot be destroyed. Can you destroy the mirage waters? Can you destroy the rainbow? No. They only appear. Our suffering is because we are like the bird. We stand in front of the mirror, the bird also stands in front of the mirror. When we look into the mirror, we are not looking at the mirror, we are looking in the mirror. We don't look at the reflection, we look at ourselves. But when the bird looks into mirror, oh, somebody is there. Why is there? Starts pecking. Oh, he is also pecking me. What does he think? I will peck more. And start bleeding. Oh, it's not going. Let me go behind the mirror. He goes behind. Oh, nobody is there. I think he must have afraid gone away. Again come. Again he's there. What I have to do? Let me do sadhana, yoga. Let me do pranayam. Let me go to the holy places for taking holy bath. Let me give something in charity. Will that reflection be removed? Friends, the only way to deal with the illusions is to know the illusion as an illusion. Tataha padam tat parimargitavyam yasmin gata na nivartanti bhuyaha tameva chadyam purusham prapadde yataha pravrutti prasuta purani. All the things come and go. We have never come anywhere. We have never gone anywhere. We can ask a question. Where is earth? Where are waters? Where is fire? Where is air? We can ask questions. Can we ask, where is space? What will be the reply? Where the space is not? That is not the right reply. Where is the space? Space is in our mind. When we are in deep sleep, where are we? Space gone. But we are still there. So, whole world is in the space and the space is in the mind. So, where is the whole world? In our mind. How much care we take about organic food. In our Mumbai, we have got something which you cannot even imagine. We call it as organic salt. Do you know what is organic salt? If you go to that Mumbai chowpatty, they will be those people who prepare those things to be eaten. They make a cone out of newspaper and then put everything there. And before giving, they top it with the organic salt. How much care about organic? What care we have taken about our mind? Never we worked on the mind. See, friends. Therefore, when we with this understanding, tat padam parimargitavyam. And what is the technique? A simple technique I tell you. Eyes can see everything, they cannot see themselves. Mind can think about everything except itself. See? What is the mind? Manasam tu kim margane krute. When you find out what is the mind disappears. Yasmin gata nani vartanti bhuya. Only once in lifetime we have to discover our essential nature. There is nobody who will be able to help us in this thing. Therefore, yataha pravrutti prasuta purani. And therefore, everything begins from this I. If I is there, then my body, my country, my husband, my wife, my children. When the I disappears, no world. Once in a Gujarati house in Mumbai, they invited me for food. I finished the food. When I was going, there is nothing free in this world. Swamiji, our ba, old lady, maybe grandmother or somebody, she is not well, please bless her. So, namak khaya hai. What can I do? So I had to go. I went to her room. She was in coma and a nurse was attending. So I was talking to her. I said, hey, how are you, dear? Fine, nice. Are they paying you okay? Yes, they are paying. Till you get the next job, pray to the God. Let her continue. When I said like this, those people came to see how I bless. So I am also pakka. I took that dilapidated hand, put my hand on that, kiss my hand, and then simply lips. Who can challenge what I'm doing? On third day, that man came for the satsang. He said, Swamiji, do you remember me? I said, no, I have forgotten God. How will I remember human beings? No, you came that day in our house for dinner. I said, that is all gone. Third day, who keeps it? No, no, no. Our grandmother was not ill and she has, you have blessed her. Then my heart started coming out. Whether my blessings have survived her or she died. See, friends. Then he said, we could not see her torture. She was suffering a lot. God has relieved her. I said, hey, Maharaj, you are cheating yourself, not me. A person who is in coma never suffers. Those who pay the bill, they suffer. See, friends, discover this truth. Everything begins from me. But who is this me that we have never inquired? यस्मिन् गता न निवर्तन्ति भूयः तमेव च आद्यं पुरुषं प्रपद्ये यतः प्रवृत्ति प्रसृता पुराणी. Now, if we have to reach our destination that we are, what should be the spiritual practice? Now, here in the fifth verse, the teacher gives us the spiritual practice. Nirmana moha jita sanga dosha adhyatma nitya vinivrutta kama द्वन्द्वैर् विमुक्ता सुख दुःख संज्ञैः गच्छन्त्य मूढ़ा पदमव्ययं तत. This is called the sadhana panchakam. If we are sincere, not serious, if we are sincere about a spiritual practice, these 5 things can be taken. If you follow this, you have really sincerely got involved in real spiritual life. All other things are okay in their own place. See? Like when we are taking food, it doesn't matter whether it is a stainless steel plate or silver or golden or a throwaway plate, doesn't matter. What matters is what you are eating. In the same manner, all other things that we do under the disguise of spirituality is okay. That doesn't matter much. What matters is this. So these are the 5 principles. Number 1, Nirmana Moha. 2, Jitasanga Dosha. 3, Adhyatma Nitya. 4, Vinivritta Kama. And 5th, Dvandvair Vimukta Sukadukka Sajnehi. If these 5 principles are sincerely, with all commitment, followed in our life, we are not deceiving ourselves under the disguise of spiritual life. Religious life is different. Spiritual life is different. Religious life is telling us how do we conduct ourselves in a society. Satyam vada, dharmam chara, swadhyaya anma pramadaha, matrudevo bhava, pitrudevo bhava. This is religion. Go to the temple, mattha teko, arti is religion. Spirituality is this. First, nirmana moha. Mana means measurement. We all have measured ourselves. When we talk about us or when you fill in a form, what are the things that we write about ourselves? First, DOB. Before that date of birth, I was not there. Limited by time. Then size. 4 feet tall, 6 feet wide. Space and weight 2 tons. So who am I? Conditioned by time, space, and object. Nirmana moha. Are we that? Therefore, what is the first step on a spiritual path is freedom from body identification. Only two things, the whole spiritual life, if you want to summarize in 2 words, one is freedom from body identification and freedom from the notion that we are a soul in the body. There is nothing like soul. Don't talk about that soul. There's a big opium given to the masses. See, friends, death is an impossibility. So, nirmana moha. Now, how do we practice this thing? Not mechanically. I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not the intellect, I am not the body. It's all being dumb. What is the meaning? I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not the intellect. I am not the body means what? That body I am not, but this body I am. See, friends, now reflect on this. On what ground we claim that I am this body? First, body is not created by us. Second thing, the body doesn't listen to us. And yet I am the body. Because something is repeatedly done doesn't mean it is real. Like repeatedly, sunrise, sunset. Does it mean really the sun rises and sets? No. It is the movement of the earth superimposed on the sun. Sun never rises and sets. Sun is steady. Nirmana moha. But how do we practice this? This is a good question. Start now from here playing. Don't become serious. If I am not the mic, for example, what does it mean? Is it only words? Or what is the weight of this statement? I am not the mic. Then we start working on it. Okay, if I am not the mic means what? If the mic is tap, I am not tap. Okay. If the mic is like a funnel, I am not like a funnel. Very good. Meaning what? The attributes of the mic do not belong to me because I am not the mic. Now apply the same principle. Nirmana moha, if I have to discover and work on this, I cannot be the body. Now start working. If I am not the body, then what will be like that I am? Okay, just start working. What is body? Body has a shape. The authentic shape should be 36, 24, 36. Ours is 62, 62, 62. Drum. See? So if I am not the body, means what? I have no shape, no form. Now start playing. Is there anything in this world without shape, without form? Work on it. What is that without shape, without form, without... Got it. Space has no shape, no form. Got it now. Now let me play what it is like being space. I am not telling you, I am space. I am telling you, we have to play what it is like being space. Then we will start working on this. Okay, what is space? Space supports everything, rejects nothing, but doesn't get influenced by anything. So if I am other than the body, like the space, means what? I will also not get influenced by anything, will not fight with anything, oppose nothing. That is functioning on this premise, nirmana moha. No individuality. Be friends. But our personalities are so strong. I don't like that. I want this way. Oh, 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 oh. Slowly, like the space doesn't react to anything, although supports everything. In the same manner, our life will change. We will stop reacting to anybody or anything in this world. And when we stop reacting, what happens? We are at peace with ourselves. A person who is at peace with himself or herself is at peace with the whole world. A person who is at war with himself, he cannot be at peace with the world. There was one lady, after my satsang was over, and be happy, mauj mein raho, she got so angry, frustrated. After the lecture, she came straight away as if catching my collar. That's why I don't have collar to my shirt. And all the time you are telling, be happy, be happy, be happy. Get married and show how to be happy. So she was so frustrated. She cannot take anybody happy around her. But if you are at peace with yourself, then you cannot react to the world. Peace to what extent? To the extent of the space. Space is at peace. In the temple, the space doesn't become holy. In the toilet, the space doesn't become unholy. Find out? When our vision sees Bhagavan Sri Krishna, vision doesn't become holy. In the same vision sees the filth, vision doesn't become unholy. When bad thoughts come, mind doesn't become bad. Good thoughts come, mind doesn't become good. When waking comes, I don't become a waker. When dream comes, I don't become a dreamer. When deep sleep comes, I don't sleep. They come and go. Like the raining, thundering clouds come, shower and go, nothing happens to the space. Only the noisy clouds come and go without rains, like the dream, they go, nothing happens to the space. There is a pitch darkness, nothing happens to the space. There is a blue, cloud free sky, the space doesn't become holy. Exactly the same way, the conscious space that we are, clouds of the waking come, shower, make noise and go. Second lot of clouds come, the dream clouds. They come and they go. Then the darkness comes, disappears. Then the meditation comes. Oh, meditation was so good. Blue sky, that also goes. We are the same. This is the meaning. Yato vacho nivartante aprapya manasasaha. This experience that you are going through now, you cannot spell it out what it is like. You cannot understand this. It is unlike anything. There is no comparison. Can we say, oh, it was so lovely, exactly like that day when I had a deep sleep in the satsang? No. Because after satsang was over, your sleep was disturbed. this experience doesn't get disturbed. Like the space doesn't get disturbed. This practice is called as Nirmana Moha. Start playing what it is like being other than the body. Okay? All the thoughts that come in our mind, they are with reference to the body. If we drop the reference of the body, you cannot think. Suppose I tell you, think as a husband or a wife. You have no problem. That you can start. If I tell you, think as the children or the parents, you can immediately start thinking. If I tell you, think as nobody, without reference, mind cannot think. The only reference we have is the body. Nirmana moha. And to the extent our body identification is reduced, to that extent we will carry minimum load of desires in our mind. Again, learn from the experience. In deep sleep, what is our experience? Two, mainly. Number one, there is no sense of otherness. Number two, there is no sense of being finite. These two factors are necessary for the birth of a desire. When we have a sense of incompleteness and when there is a sense of otherness, then this incomplete I starts imagining, if I get that, I will be happy. This is how the boy and the girl, they fall in love. You tell me otherwise, why a young, healthy, educated, intelligent, free boy wants to get married? Because sense of incompleteness. What a life in a society without a wife. And then he gets married. Then again the same thing. What a life because of the wife. See, friends, Nirmana Moha, Jita Sangha Dosha. The Sangha Dosha is this. Jita Sangha Dosha. Whenever we are in company with something, we get influenced by that. So, protect yourself from yourself. Most of the people, before going to bed, they have to see something horrible. A hanging body in a moving train. That movie you see. And then you go to sleep. Do you think Krishna will come in your dream? Friends, how much care we take about the food that we take. But what kind of food we give to the mind? See? Jitasanga dosha. We have to protect ourselves from the wrong company. Wrong company is that of things and beings. Many times when we go only casually for somewhere and we see something, then we remember, oh, I have to buy that. Till then there was no need. See, Jitasanga dosha. Similarly, that company where your commitment to the reality is compromised, keep away. Don't get involved. That will create doubt and confusion in your mind. Jitasanga dosha. And for that, few things. Never try to argue or discuss anything with anybody. The best way to disagree is to agree immediately without listening. Yes, 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 yes. Particularly with the elderly people. Never argue with them. Anything they say yes, done. After that, they will forget, you also forget. Do whatever you have to life. But if you argue with them, you will suffer. Jita Sangha dosha. Then the third principle is Adhyatma Nitya. How important it is? Nitya means continuous. Not once in a while. Like people take bath Jumme ke Jumme, Friday to Friday. No. You have to take bath every day. Same way. The Adhyatma Nitya, spiritual practice is not a part-time profession. It is a full-time preoccupation. We have to remain in this mode all through our life. Now, what is the meaning of Adhyatma Nitya? There are two shades in this. One is we must listen to satsanga every day at least twice. I'm telling you, listen. I'm not telling you, read. Vedanta tells Shravan, Manan, Nididhyasanam. Shravan, listening. See? And the same thing you listen twice. Morning, what you have heard, same thing you listen again in the evening. You will discover one thing, that every time you listen, you discover something new what you have missed earlier. In this manner, slowly we become tuned to the process of thinking. You know what happens? We all have learned so many things and we know the value of learning. We have learned how to drive a car. We have learned how to ride a bicycle. We have learned how to cook. We have learned how to make chapati. Everything we had to learn. But when it comes to thinking, neither our parents taught us how to think, nor the school teachers, they taught us how to think, nor our elders taught us how to think. They themselves don't know how to think. Then what happens? We imagine. Because there are thoughts in my mind, I am a thinker. See? Because there are trees and plants, does it mean it is a garden? It could be a jungle also. So when we go to the jungle, we are afraid. We want to go to the garden. In the same manner, we are afraid of our own mind. Therefore, we want to run away. And where we run away, we are searching something. If nothing, eat. See, friends. Therefore, Adhyatma Nitya means our spiritual life is not a part-time profession. Whatever we are doing or not doing, we have to remain in this mode all through Adhyatma Nitya. So first part is listening to satsang. In Sydney, one lady, she was coming for satsang and I hardly talked to anybody. What is there to talk? So she came and she says, Swamiji, you don't know me because I never came and spoke to you, but I'm listening to you for years together and I come for every satsang, but you never even ask me who am I. But today I want to tell. I said, tell. But I promise you I'll forget. Then she said, Swamiji, your this happy mantra mala plays in my house all the time. And it has made such a tremendous difference in my thinking. I call it as Jivan Sutra. Like, Brahma Sutra, Yoga Sutra, a Jivan Sutra. Many times something clicks. Suppose what they will say, kya farak padta hai? Let them say. We don't have to react to anybody. Relax, relax. See, friends, therefore, Shravan, listening, that is Adhyatma Nitya. Then, second thing is, Shravan, Adhyatma Nitya means what? Be observant about the quality of the mind. Are we at peace with ourselves or not? This is the most important spiritual practice. We have to be at peace with ourselves. What is the meaning of not being at peace with ourselves? When our mind runs in time, space, and object. In Bhagavad Gita, second chapter, Bhagwan uses a word. That word is loosely translated. The verse is या निशा सर्वभूतानां तस्याम जागृति संयमी यस्याम जागृति भूतानि सा निशा पश्यतो मुनेः. So the word is संयमी. या निशा सर्वभूतानां तस्याम जागृति संयमी. Now this संयमी is not an ordinary average word. But if you see the translations, what they write there, self-controlled. No, 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 that is not the meaning. Sanyami means our mind runs in three parameters: time, space, and object. We are sitting here, our mind is at home. I hope they have closed the gas. Many times they keep it open. Last time it happened, gone home, sitting here and gone home. The mind runs in space. Then the mind runs in time. See? Now you remember that time when we went to that particular retreat, and then you said like this thing, time, see? An object. Here the food is okay. That time the food was good. In short, our mind refuses to be where it is, when it is, what it is. When these three factors are 100% under our control, such a controlled mind is called as Sanyami. See, friends. And for that, Yoga Shastra gives a simple technique. Bring your mind to your spiritual heart. Nail it there. It should not go here and there. We have controlled our mind 1/3. Then the mind runs in objects. So take any one object. Don't take a buffalo. Take something loving. So, Bhagavan Sri Krishna. In the same place. So, your mind is in your spiritual heart, one place. There itself there is Bhagavan Sri Krishna. Now mind is controlled 2/3. Now the third point, principle of time. Hold the mind in the same place, on the same object for a longer period of time. When this is practiced over a period of time, our mind is available to us 100%, anytime, anywhere. The quality of such a mind is called in Sanskrit Vyutpannamati or spontaneity. Adhyatma Nitya. This is spiritual practice. Nirmana Moha, Jitasanga Dosha, Adhyatma Nitya. The fourth principle is vinivritta kama. Desires can never be fulfilled. You have one desire, second is standing in the queue. What about me? Desires cannot be fulfilled. For that, we have to draw a line. Thus far, not further. You observe in your own house how many things we have collected. And out of that, there are many things which we have never opened even. One of my friend was telling in Mumbai, Swamiji, when you say these things, I really appreciate. You have nothing but how do you know this thing? I said, why? He said, what you tell is very true. Now we are married for last 25 years. There are many gifts which we got in our marriage. Those boxes are not yet opened, but they are still there. How long are we going to keep this garbage all around? Lesser the things you are having, happier you are. More the things, more miseries. Lesser the things, more happiness. Vinivritta kama. And how the desires come. See, birth of the desire. First, this I told you already. First, a sense of incompleteness. This is called as avidya. Now, that sense of incompleteness makes us uncomfortable. Then we start imagining. See, maybe I am not happy because I don't have that. And then we start projecting about that object. That object is essential, it is valuable, everybody has it, it is a source of happiness. Without that object, I am incomplete. Therefore, yena kena prakarena, by one way or the other, I must have this object. This talking to oneself is called as the birth of a desire. Vinivritta kama. And when we think about something, it develops a pressure inside. And that pressure pushes us into action. These three things, avidya, kama, karma. This is called as the Hridaya Granthi, the knot, like the knot of a necktie. Necktie knot is a knot, but it is not a knot. It is knotty only. When the loop is around the neck, it will tie. But if you take out the loop and pull it, it opens. Exactly the same way. We have given importance to the things and beings, and because of that, we suffer. Observe this. As much desires we have about our people, about our children, etc., that much desire we don't have about others. One more point I'll tell you. You are all married, therefore I'm telling you this. Have we ever chosen our parents? We accept them. No choice. Equally true, my friends. We have no choice in choosing our children. The same pair of parents, four children born. One is quiet, contemplative, studious. Second one is a leader type. The third one is always counting money. And the fourth one is lazy, good for nothing. Out of the same pair of parents, first is Brahmana, studious, contemplative. Second is Kshatriya, a leader. Third is a businessman, Baniya, Vaishya. And fourth is Shudra, government servant. Same parents. What we give to the children is only the body, not the one who is living in that body. Like we have the houses, we put it on rent. Yes, house is yours, but the person, occupant, what is his lifestyle, what he likes, you have no control. Then, as we accept our parents as they are, accept the kids as they are. We never think about improving our parents. We don't have to think about improving our children. In US, in a family gathering, we had a cup of tea, etc., about 10, 15 people. Same story. Swamiji, back home, when our parents used to tell us something and we used to listen to them, we used to respect them. When my father used to come to the room, out of respect, I used to get up and go to other room. But now here, see, I am afraid of my son. When he comes in my room, I get out of my room. Why this is happening? I said, look here, be cool, I'll tell you. We were lucky to have good parents. Got it? Our children are so unfortunate. They have got dumb parents. Do you mean Swamiji? I said, yes, I mean. Stop complaining. Accept the world as it is and don't compromise with your peace of mind. That is the highest valuable commodity in this universe. Alas, we have not recognized this. We have recognized the value for money, therefore we never complain. It's difficult to earn money. In the same manner, if we have value for our peace of mind, we will not complain. Therefore, our mantra, living at zero complaint level. Maharaj, Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om.